Is finding purpose in your work exploitative? So interestingly, the same podcast that I heard Simon say the difference in capitalism pre and post Milton Friedman, in the same one, they talked about finding the why and if that's exploitation. So the podcast I was listening to was with my favorite male comedian, Trevor Noah. And Trevor has a co-host, Christiana Mabakwi Medina. I don't know if that's how you say her maiden name. I've never heard her say it out loud. And she very strongly felt and told Simon Sinek that she very strongly felt like work shouldn't be your purpose. And I shared this photo of her from her Instagram because she said this is her purpose, being, a wife, mother, a friend, part of her community, and that companies have tried to sell this purpose as privatizing and commodifying community. And she didn't think that was right. And I was listening and I was like, I love what I do, but like, I get what she's saying. Like, I really do. And it was interesting because then Simon Sinek asked her, so if somebody paid you like the same or a little bit more amount of money, similar benefits, similar hours, etc., would you leave Trevor and go do it? Like, is it really just a job to you? And she was like, well, no, because like I really, get along well with Trevor, and she and Trevor have like this kind of like almost sibling kind of banter that goes on during the podcast. And she was like, I get, I got him where I want him, da, 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 da. And, it's all good and fun. And she was like, no, because I really love what I do here and who I do it with. And Simon was like, well, that's the point, is that's, you found somewhere where beyond the money and all of that, you have kind of built a little community. And I thought he was very respectful to her, and she seemed to agree and was like, she kept her line of that she both agrees she has found it and is very suspicious of anyone who tries to sell that, which I totally respected. And honestly, my thought was, as someone who does have to work for a living, who cannot live off investments or generational wealth, my takeaway was I realistically have to choose the third option. If option one is not having to work at all because you have generational wealth or we're in utopia now, that's option one. And if option two is it doesn't matter, you just do it even if you hate it, then I want option three, which is where if I have to work for a living, which I do, then I want it to be purposeful and I want to enjoy it. And for me, what that is trying to make work accessible for other people, because I think that should be a human right. Really, I think you should be able to be treated fairly and move up fairly. And I do not believe we have had that yet in the US, or really many places, but I'm in the US.